Yeah. Let's talk it all again. Mask off.
This is the real
Podcast. 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 Yeah.
God is good. Nice. Yes. What up, y'all?
Oh wait, that's your side. You're
No,
right. You're like,
hey,
I was doing.
Let's try it different.
What up? What up?
Hey, let's try it different. Let's try it with you. Like you start the intro. Did I fuck something up? Did I? Something fail. Oh, it was the lighter. Okay, we good. I thought I fucked something up already.
All right.
You want to do it?
Yeah.
Yes. I want to see what this sounds like. Season 2, trying something different, and this is how we gonna figure it out.
How do you start usually? You usually start, what up, y'all, don't you?
Yes. I said, what up, though, y'all? It's your boy, Austin Baker Sr. No, I don't. I'm lying. I said, what's up, y'all? This is the Real Mask Off Podcast. Welcome back to another episode of the Real Mask Off Podcast.
I'm not doing it, though.
But exactly. You got to do it your way. What up, y'all? It's your boy, Austin Baker Sr. from the Real Mask Off Podcast.
I could do, I know what I'll do. Let's see if this works.
Let's see. And action.
What's up, bitches?
You should do that with shit.
What's up, y'all?
What's up, bitches?
This is Alex, and I'm Austin.
and I am the Real Mask Off Podcast. And they're your host.
This is how we start season 2 revamp. We're trying something here, reshoot, and this is how we're gonna start doing it. This is the new format.
That's how we're gonna do it every time. We're gonna get on the microphone and instantly just start yelling.
I was going for the Martin. He's radio host, right?
Wow.
Yeah.
I'll try to do the you. What's up, motherfuckers? It's Friday, motherfuckers. You'll slap shit out your ass, bitch. We made it through that week.
Finally.
Oh, man. All right, let's try this shit from the top. Let's try this from the top, but we got to keep all of this.
Shit.
Let's try it.
Let's go normal.
Let's try an intro.
Let's
You want to
go.
do it the normal way or you want to do it?
You go.
All right. What up, though, everybody? It's your boy, Austin Bacon Sr.
And I am Alexander William Foote the First.
Hey, wait a minute. And this is the Real Mask Off Podcast. Back at your boys and girls live on your favorite platform on the planet, your phone. Damn it, we in there.
We're not live. Well, when you're listening to us, we're not live. I mean, we're alive.
We're alive.
We are. Oh, that's what you said?
That's
This is the Real Mask Off Podcast, and we are alive.
Alive. Yeah, you just didn't hear the in it.
We are alive and here for y'all.
We all up in that thing, you understand? I think my microphone level is high because even at me talking at this level,
I think it sounds good. You all right? He's just getting over a whooping cough, everybody.
whooping that damn blunt's ass. Amen.
That's how you get whooping cough.
That's how you get whooping cough. When the blood get the whooping your ass, you got whooped, so you had to cough about it. Come on now, can we talk about it?
All right, so what do we got going today?
Oh man, we go
Shooting?
Yeah, I think
Vamping?
that we reflected a lot in the off season, and we were talking about how we felt as though we can learn from the past episodes that we started with. And I said, why don't we try this? In one of the episodes from our previous season, episode 1, we that episode, I felt like it was like a monumental moment for us both. It was our first on set, on air, first released of us exposing our identity to the world, that we are the Real Mask Off Podcast. We're here for a purpose.
It wasn't by any means the first show we had ever done, but it was up there.
Correct. It was a part of the earlier stages of our journey in this. We had practice shoots that we had did before then, where, now by the time you guys are now hearing this, you have definitely seen, heard, or whatever, because we've been very active in the off season. So with it being in season 2, that's what I felt as though it was good, and that's what kind of helped me out and shaped me into the understanding of like with how far we came, but realistically, if we could do anything, if we could bring episode 1 back to life, make it better, retouch on points that we had in there that I felt like stuck out to me and it stuck out to you as well, and boom, like that. What you got to say, Boogie?
No, I agree. You got a little thing put together here for us, 10 minutes or so to just try something different and touch on some things for y'all. So I say let's get into it.
Go straight to it, you know what I'm saying?
Let's do it.
Because, man, it feels real good. New season, new lessons, same mission. Unmask everything.
Facts. And today, like I said, we're going to be revisiting the episode that started it all. How we are shaped by our faith.
God damn. But this time, we're not just talking about it. We're breaking it down. You know what I mean? Brick by brick, baby. How faith built us, broke us, built us again.
Well, welcome back to the Real Mask Off Podcast, Season 2. It feels good to be back, brother.
Yeah, you already know. It feel good. It feel great. But let's just hop off right straight off into this thing, man. We can break it down. Let's
segment. What is it? The foundation, right? Segment 1 is kind of the foundation, the first brick. The first brick being laid. So, Austin, when you hear that word faith, what is the first thing that pops into your mind?
I mean, I believe like belief is the unseen for real. See, like, I grew up in a Christian household where like church was a part of our weekly schedule. You know what I mean? Back then was faith. It was like faith was more of a routine than a relationship. You know what I mean? Like, I only followed it. Excuse me. I only followed it because that's what we did. Not because, like, not because I understood it, more or less because like mom and dad was like, hey, this is what we do in this house.
So, I mean, I get that, but my pops used to have us going to church. I went to catechism, church so long. I knew the like pattern of the ceiling tiles of the church. You know what I mean? I'd be in there.
Exactly.
And it would be, I could tell you all the murals, all the stained glass.
Exactly.
So
exactly, bro, for real. But it did make it like this sweethearted kid always willing to give, even when I didn't have much to give. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I said that right. I'm trying to get that. Like, the problem was in my neighborhood, that kindness made me like a easy target.
Yeah, like kind of a mark, right? Softness.
Yeah.
So it's like, so faith gave you, your heart, but it didn't give you your armor.
That's exactly it. I had to learn the hard way that faith don't protect you from pain. Sometimes it just teaches you why you got one.
Yeah, why you have the faith in general is that just, I guess, shade to not let you break down fully. At least gives you some sort of hope,
right?
So in the breaking point of it all, I'd have to say, so when did it get real? Like, when were you tested?
Shit, I've been tested a lot, bro. Keep it straight above. But the first one that stuck out to me is like when my older sister left the crib. Like, she was my rock, bro. Like, we had a lot of shit going on, but like my sister, from what I can remember, was like the piece to my chaos. You feel me?
Yeah.
And like when she left, it broke me. Like, it broke me and my little brother, because my mom, us being a faith believing family, my mom always like taught us like, you know, like pray every day that your sister come back home, and she never did.
Damn, that's heavy.
Yeah. That's when I started feeling like God didn't hear me though, and real shit, I resented it.
Damn.
Didn't realize how deep that wound really hit though. You know what I'm saying? Until now, for real. I buried it for so many damn years that shit still fucked me to this day.
Well, you know what's wild is people think losing faith means you stop believing, you know, but sometimes I think it just means you cared enough to ask why, you know.
Facts. That pain was like my first real conversation with God though. Even though I wasn't saying nice things, you know what I'm saying? But it was like my first.
That's anger over
It was,
it.
yeah, it was my first real life conversation with God, because I felt like, bro, I believe in you. I'm going to church and everything.
Wait, hold up. So what turned it around then?
Honestly, I ain't never get closure from that situation.
Yeah.
My sister and I still talk now, but it's still awkward. You feel me? I feel like a lot of times the shit, something missing, you know. But through all that, I've seen too much to not believe. You know, God showed up for me in ways that don't make sense, bro, for real. I've seen like shit.
It's like he leaves receipts.
Exactly. like a proof of purchase every time.
Faith don't even erase the pain. It just gives you a purpose.
Mm-hmm. I feel that. Real, yeah. But that's when faith really started feeling real for me. You know?
Oh, okay. All right. Well, then tell me about one of those receipts, a moment you knew God was real. I get you had some faith at that moment, but do you have a receipt in that sense where you felt like, okay, you know, he's real?
Yeah, man. My wife was pregnant with our youngest son. She was like 7.5, 8 months pregnant. With my youngest son, Kyle, and we lost the crib, you know. Just juggling everything, doing everything on my own. My little brother had just came home from prison. He was living with us. So like, you know, we had I had start making a couple dollars extra, and you know, we lost our crib and we were staying in a van outside of Myers. And that whole time of us just like staying there, we had a job. I had a job, you know what I'm saying? So it wasn't like we didn't have an income, but we just, it wasn't enough to sustain us for the time being, and adding Kyle into the equation, having to take care of that, adding on food and everything like that. It was just like, there was a lot going on. And when we lost everything, like for real, lost everything except for the car. And, cause I was actually paid off at the time, which was a blessing, cause that was our mine and Schaefer house. At that time, my mom was, active in the kids' life. So it kind of like helped with, you know, getting through that part. So, but I didn't even know how we was gonna do it, bro. You know, the job I was at was actually a new job. It didn't matter in the beginning of staying in the place that we were staying in, because the job I had it for years, and then I'm at a new job now. I'm just not starting off at this job. You know, they had that background where you need to have X amount of time working at a job for them to be able to verify you on a lease and everything like that. So
yeah.
You know, it was just that situation, dealing with that, with not having a way and knowing a way, and just being in that van for those, you know what I'm saying, a few weeks. I was in the van, but then out of nowhere, like, you know, information came that we was able to get us a place, and it just changed. But it was like, it was really to a point where I didn't know what was like no other explanation, but like there had to be God, because it was like, it was an out of nowhere out situation. Like, oh, one of my friends got an apartment in the city, you know, and he owns a couple of apartments. He got a 2-bedroom, you know, for you and your kids for right now. You know what I'm saying? It's not much, but you know, it's something to get you off the street. You feel me?
Yeah, there's always something, even if you think it's not much or whatever. It's this weird silver lining you might have. So I mean, you're You're
You dying?
Shit, that was a
You
big
dying?
Yeah,
all right. I was gonna
Kinda.
say you ain't lying, but you dying?
right?
You ain't lying.
You ain't lying. Well, damn, is you dying?
I've seen that. I've seen that in my own life too. When it's I guess when it's bigger than logic, and something you just can't explain, you just know that it's him or her
Yeah.
or something.
In real life, even now, bro, they keep testing me. I'll be honest, sometimes I just say, it is what it is. I'm learning as I go, but I seen even to trust that I won't land on my face again.
Yeah. What are the old people used to always say too? This too shall pass.
Mm-hmm.
That's like, but what you have, I feel, is like grown man faith. It's not loud. It's just steady.
Mm-hmm.
I think when you're younger, you are the loud faith.
Mm-hmm.
As you get older, you realize steady and moderation is the key. I mean, you get to a point where you expect God to show up and boom, he's there. Sometimes, I mean, it's just not at your timing. That's all, right? It's just not on your clock. It's not on the watch that's on your wrist or the phone, the time on your phone in your pocket. Yeah. There is no time. It's not when you want, it's when you need.
Yeah, because like in real life, I guess I'm just like used to it now. Not because I'm numb.
Yeah, I could see. Yeah,
but because I know he'll handle it.
I can see you definitely get numb to it, though.
Yeah,
no, you can't. Yeah, well, I think get numb to sometimes that. I don't know that
the pain of it.
Yeah, it numbs you.
Yeah, because I honestly believe, like with that, numbness can be interpreted as like pain that it drew an emotion out of you that you can't even feel that you buried it so deep that you don't feel it no more, like I did with my sister, and you don't recognize it because you've made, instead of being able to get a conclusion from a situation, you just made the answer for yourself. You never really felt like you got the answer that you were looking for in that instance. So even if you got the answer that was given to you, like with my sister, I asked the question, I told her how I felt, she told me how it was, and that's what it was, but it still doesn't feel like the question was really asked, and nor was it truly answered. So I was just like, fuck it, because I'm not trying to have it like it's a problem, but it is a problem. But I don't want it to be a problem to a point where I'm not able to have whatever relationship I can have with her. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the only thing I really gave a fuck about, is just having a relationship with her, being able to have that brother and sister dynamic. You know what I mean? I just I felt like that was just something that always and it's also something that hurt because I remember her being there, and then I also remember her leaving. I was old enough to see that whole emotion. You know what I'm saying? But it's not like she's gone and I can't physically just see her. She's around the corner, but I just feel as though the relationship like me and my brothers have, we don't have that, and I don't expect it to be the same as me and Kyle. Me and Kyle was every day in the house.
It's gonna be different.
It's gonna be different, and she got a huge ass age gap on me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's just sometimes okay, I even feel it even not with an age gap or whatever, but even with my brother, he's a few years younger than me, and maybe the way things were at the house weren't the best, and he was there for a minute but then gone, he got to leave.
Yeah.
But I got numb to that situation. I also think going back to being numb is how people sometimes get, and it transitions even into your deeper self, is when you're a first responder, or if you're in the military or something, and you military as far as being in wartime, or as in a fire department or a medic in busier places, police officers, you get desensitized and numb to everything, everybody's feelings, and you can't even shut it off when you go home sometimes.
Yeah.
So you get numb to that aspect of, I guess, just life beating you down, and sometimes I feel like you get so numb in life that you don't pray or meditate or whatever it is you might do. You might get so numb to just working continuously and not even think about God. I think sometimes that's what the system wants, is that you to not even think about Jesus, for you to not even think about a higher level and anything like that. The next thing you know, it's been a month gone by and you're like, damn, I haven't sat and meditated or prayed or, I just been working.
Yeah, it leads people into that level of emptiness, right?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but go ahead. I want to know what you were saying, because I just
that's it.
That came to my mind, is that feeling of emptiness, and that's what I had to interpret. I had to get myself out of those headspace, because going through life, and you're gonna go through your journey. I just had to know that God had me at the end of the day, like regardless of whatever me trying to pretend like I'm in control. I don't like to pretend like I'm in control no more, because I realize that with age and time, that I'm not in control. There's something bigger than me. There's something greater than me in this world that designed me, and I know there's a God, so I don't need to talk in pattern or riddle or code.
How do you pass that on to your kids? I had my own little versions, but how did you do it now that they're younger in this day and time? In this, mine obviously were years ago, but
I keep it a buck with my kids. I keep it straight up and down. You know what I'm saying? They say it like this nowadays. I keep it straight up and down with them. Most of the time in life, you won't know, what you're supposed to be doing. But if you believe that God's got you, you'll be good.
Preach.
Like teach out.
Preach.
No, for real. I teach them to look at adversity as lessons, not punishment. Life ain't taking shots at you. This shit ain't personal, man. It's giving you tools to build something. You feel me? Like,
no, that's good. That's good. So if a little Austin could see you now, what would you tell him?
I'll tell him to focus on people that actually show up for you. And stop wasting energy chasing people who don't think about you once a day. Like, don't think about you at all.
Man, do you think okay, you just saying that, who don't think about people that think about you at least once a day. I've never thought of it like that and broke that down. Because I think like that's crazy in a sense, because I don't know how many times a day I think of my kids, or how many times a day I think of my wife, how many times a day I think of my mom or my dad, how many times a day I think of friends, how many times a day I see you all the time. I see my wife and kids all the time. So minus them out of the picture.
Yeah.
Like maybe my parents or something. I know I think of my parents at least once a day.
Every day.
Yeah.
Every fucking day. I think about my daughter, because she's in Jackson.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, my one who's not here, and then my son and my grandbabies that don't live here and stuff. Yeah, I think about them.
Every day.
Probably more than once a day. I talk about them with my wife at times. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Did you talk to, so-and-so today?
Yeah. I swear.
Even with our parents, we do the same thing.
Yeah, bro. That's why I say, like, you got to, and it's not like, it's not personal. It's like you can feel those energies. Maybe not everybody can feel it to the magnitude that I feel it at, right? But it's like certain times you waste a lot of your energy, and I'm learning that about myself now. Like, you waste a lot of energy giving your energy to someone and focus on someone, because that's basically what you're doing when you're focused on anything, is you're giving that your energy, and when you giving it to someone that can't give it back to you, you're just constantly pouring out, and you're not receiving, nor are you even putting yourself in a position to recharge.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's what I'm conflicts that I'm dealing with even self, is like my whole life I've been pouring out into others. because that's what I do. I see the best in other people, and I always try to help people advance and be the best versions of themselves. 'Cause that's my sole belief. It's like I don't want no one to be down in this world. If it's up to me, everybody in this world will be up, even those who don't necessarily feel as though they deserve it. Anybody can change. I've been the person that has been in the low, in the bottom, of the bottom, in mentality. I had a savage mentality. I had a manipulative. That's what made me realize what the game that you kicked when we was discussing people's understanding of being manipulative and using
what being meek was.
Yeah, and that's what the whole podcast identity even came from. To segue this back to even being the first episode of season 1 and the whole standard of that, like, shit, bro. I had to understand that. Like, was I only just using people for the benefit of Austin? And I had to get away from that because, yeah, granted, I had a heart of gold, but people did me wrong for so many years that I got to a spot in life where I was like, fuck people. I'm trying to see what it benefits from me. Like, that's what I was more selfish in the more cunning ways, and having to change from that,
Yeah, I think the meek can't get confused with weak.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're trying to understand life and how it should be, Jesus is a great, what do you call it? A great example of kind of being that. And when I looked up the word meek, like when the meek shall inherit the earth, and looked out of how you can't even be manipulative, not for your own needs, not for your own selfish needs.
Yeah.
So it just seemed like in order for us to grow and get a little better like that, I just think that for myself, it was to try to understand that being meek isn't being weak.
Mm-hmm.
Being meek and maybe off to the side or maybe watching more and listening more.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's where it broke itself down to. I listened more. 80% of listening, 20% talking, rather than 50-50.
80% focus and 20% distractions, but you try to minimize that down to 90-10, right?
Yeah.
And then try to get that even down even further to 95-5.
Man, that right there is free therapy for half America. I don't mean to. No, I'm sorry, America. Don't listen to me. I am an idiot.
No, you are.
No, I'm in the same place y'all are.
You are not.
Just trying to get. I like when you said really quick when you said rock. You hit your rock bottom. You're at rock bottom. I sometimes think that when I hit rock bottom, I had a shovel and was digging more, broke through and hit another floor with that shovel. And there was a pickaxe down there and then some dynamite. And I just kept going.
Man, look, if you take anything from today, let it be this. Get connected to what's proven itself real in your life. Don't live by somebody else's definition of faith. Find your own relationship with God. Learn it, understand it, and live it.
And while you're doing that, give yourself grace. Forgive yourself for not having all the answers.
That's a fact.
Yeah, that's a part of the faith journey too.
For real. Absolutely, man. Like, that's 100% facts. You gotta keep walking, keep learning, and have an awesome day on purpose.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's Austin's saying right there. He tells everybody that every day, everywhere.
For another real
everywhere. I don't care if you're a stranger. I heard it say to a dog one time, ran up to him. He thought it was going to bite him, but he just snuggled up to him. He's like, all right, have a great day on purpose.
Yeah, you got to have an awesome day on purpose because that's what we do, man. You just tuned into the Real Mask Call podcast. We're not just talking, we're transforming. Subscribe, share, and stay unmasked.
This has been the Real
Mask off.
Podcast.
You know what time it is.
Peace.
What up, though, y'all? It's your boy Austin.
I'm Alex. You're tuned into the Real Mask Off Podcast, where real talk lives.
We built this brand from our story. 2 fathers with 5 kids. Each no silver spoon, just soul and hustle. Now it's stitched into every fabric of the legacy brand.
This ain't just merch. This is an identity. Father of 5, mother of 3, deep in the D. We make gear that reps you.
From varsity jackets to hoodies with the tally marks. Every piece of this legacy wear, this is the real one raising kings and queens.
So if you're about yours, hit that link in our bio or go to thelegacybrand.myshopify.com. Cop yours, rock it, and rap your story. The Legacy Brand. Unmask everything.
Oh, God.